Here's one of the biggest secrets that comes to YouTube. Everyone thinks it's all about the video and having a good camera. I have a great camera, but and I started with a cell phone and a webcam. How did I get to over 300,000 subscribers on my main channel, over 100 million views total, got my silver play button? How did I do all that with just that? Well, sound is actually really where it's at. People will watch poor video with good sound before they'll watch a good video with bad sound. It's grating on the nerves. People can't stand it. And I'm going to show you a couple of the microphones that I use, and maybe you should, and maybe one you shouldn't use. So let's go through it. First off, let's talk about the contenders. I have a wireless standard DJI wireless microphone. Full disclosure, DJI sent that to me. I have my favorite, what I call my travel mic, but I think this might be the best starter microphone in the business. It's the Razer Siren Mini. I take it everywhere I go when I travel and I have to do, my show from the road. We do that. I have a boom condenser mic up here that I finally has become my go-to mic. It's what you're listening to right now. And then we've got the old webcam mic, and you're going to listen to that and you're going to see why that is such a poor option. All right. So let's go through these, and I'm going to pull them up. Let's see here. I'm going to mute one. All right. And how does that sound? This is coming to you from the Razer Mic Mini. And the nice thing about this is it's a dynamic microphone. I think it might be a condenser. I don't remember. I'll have to look. But you can really change the effect as you come in. They call this eating the microphone when you get right on top of it. And then you can go away and come back. Great thing about these microphones, but usually I just leave it on my desk. And I have it on my desk because I can talk, I can do stuff. It's out of the way. It generally helps if I'm talking towards it. So normally I put it in front of the camera. I can't really do it in this setup. But when I'm recording on the road, that's exactly what I do. I set it right on the table in front of me. I don't need it on a stand. It's fine where it is. A couple feet away from me seems to work just fine as far as this microphone's concerned. And I think it's like a $50 microphone. It plugs in via USB-C, no extra kind of technology, nothing else needed. I think it's a superb mic. In fact, when I travel and I switch microphones, people are often like, hey, that mic sounds great. What did you upgrade to? And I didn't upgrade. I downgraded. All right, the next microphone we're going to go to is the one you see a lot of content creators going to these days, and that's your wireless lapel mic. And why? Because you can use it anywhere. It's super easy to set up. They have all sorts of things. In fact, you'll often see these little things, these little magnets here. They'll take the magnet and they'll take this so you can't see it, and they'll put it like this, and they'll put the magnet on the outside so it will hold it in place. So if you ever see a square like that on someone's shirt, that's what it is. The microphone's on the inside. But you'll also see people doing weird stuff. You're not my drop that, but come over here. You see this one every so often. Somebody will clip it up on there. I've seen them clipped on glasses. Usually right around here. This is a good spot also. I'm a fairly loud talker, so I often have to keep the microphone a little further away from me than other people would. But I've even seen a lot of people are doing all sorts of wacko stuff where they'll find some sort of implement or something. Here I've got a generic implement here, and they'll clip it to it, and they'll use it like an interview mic. And I've seen that one. In fact, they do even sell interview mics where it's a plastic stick. This sticks on it, and then a foam piece sticks over it to make it look like a standard microphone. And if that's the way you want to do it and you want to talk, I think that whatever works for you, as long as this sounds good. My only limitation on this is I'll do some fairly long videos where I'm sitting there, I'll talk and I'll edit, and I'll talk and I'll edit, and I'll go back through and condense it down. But during that time, I then would be worried about the battery dying, because I can procrastinate. Listen, it's not procrastination. I get sidetracked. The old ADHD kicking in. Gotta stay on one target. Okay, let's check out the next microphone. All right, and this is a webcam microphone, and you see how hard it is to listen to this? Nobody wants to listen to this. Don't make your viewers listen to this. Don't even do it in a meeting. There's no reason you can't pick up a microphone like this for a meeting, set it upside. It doesn't even have to be on screen. Get rid of that thing. Nobody wants the on camera, and I don't care. I've got a $2,000 camera. I wouldn't use the on-camera microphone on that. All right, get a real microphone. All right, and now we're back to my main microphone. As I said, it's a shotgun mic. I'll try to put a picture on screen here because it's all rigged up back there, and that's what I love. It's out of the screen. I used to use this microphone, and this is a great microphone. It's a directional mic. You can get right into it. You can get those sultry kind of tones and do that whole, MC, old radio show announcer kind of voice. And you can get the exaggeration by going away, the fall back, and the fall in. And you can do all sorts of stuff by moving around the mic. And usually you'll see these on boom arms coming in from off screen, and the person's talking, and it's right there in front of you. And if you want to pick up something and show it to them, it's right there in front of you. I used an on-screen mic for years, and I can't tell you how happy I am to no longer have that there. I can interact with the audience. I'm in the limited format. I'm in this little box, probably maybe on your TV, on your computer, on your phone, and I have 3 ways really to communicate. All right, there's facial expressions, there's my voice, and then talking with my hands. It seems a lot of people are like it's exaggerated, but it's a lot better than sitting here doing this. All right, it conveys emotion, lets us connect, and keeps the dynamic of the discussion going without allowing it to go stale. And not having a microphone right there in front of you in the way, especially when you're trying to demo products. I see people trying to reach it around, do the whole anti-microphone reach around thing. Don't do that, okay? I'll put links to all these microphones down below. And I've used lots of microphones. I started with the Snowball Ice, which was a great microphone. Honestly, I think it was on par with this. This one is smaller. It's less of, that Snowball is a giant glaring piece of, if you want to put this on a boom on the camera, so it's on camera, it comes in, it looks professional, all right? Not like the Snowball. The Snowball is a big, obnoxious microphone. I think this is a better microphone, not by much, but a better microphone for about the same money, smaller, more convenient, more professional looking. I highly recommend the boom mic. Now, the boom mic does have an issue in that it is an XLR microphone, as is this one. XLR is that input right there, which means now you've got to go through another device. And I've had the Scarlet Red I used for years till it finally died, and I just wimped out and I got the Elgato, and I don't ever have to worry about it. I don't ever have to touch it. I don't have to do anything with it. It just works. All right, and that's what I like about it. So I'll link to the Elgato as well. Anyway, if you got any other questions about microphones and stuff like that and sound in your shots, let me know. Another reason I'm going to say I like you may hold off on this is because if you decide to go out and get this other piece of equipment, let me dig it out from underneath my pile of junk on my desk. If you decide to get the DJI Osmo Pocket Creator Combo, and this is a great system, it really is. If you get one of these with the whole Creator Combo, it comes, get this, if I can get it out, it comes with this. Now, it's slightly bigger than the other one, but it does the same. In fact, it's actually better. It's a better microphone. And you don't have to use it with that, but it does automatically sync with it, all right? So you can connect it to all sorts of things. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. If you're going to go this route, don't bother unless you need to do more than one person. If you need to be recording 2 people separately, then by all means, get these. These are a great system. In fact, I just bought one of these and sent it for a friend. She's trying to get into the YouTube thing, and she didn't know what to do. And I'm like, I understand that whole concept of, decision paralysis. You're just like, oh, there's so many choices. What do I do? I just bought it and sent it to her. All right. That's going to move her past that hurdle. She won't be able to sit there and say, well, I just don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, you do. We fixed that. Start making videos. And that's your mission. Make a video this weekend. Pick something. Do a video. Record it, edit it, publish it, and then work on making the next one better. Don't let decision paralysis hold you back. Remember, perfection is the enemy of good enough. I started with good enough, and now I'm even better. You can be too. All right, if we bring you some value, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.